Hi everyone, it's Jeff here from Avada. In this video, I will take a look at how to use breadcrumbs in Avada. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon to be notified of all new content. Okay, let's begin. A breadcrumb is a secondary navigational aid that improves user experience by helping users understand their location on a website. You usually find breadcrumbs on websites that have a large amount of content organized in a hierarchical manner. They are not really needed on flat websites with a small amount of content. For an example, let's have a quick look at how the vegan store Prebuilt has implemented breadcrumbs. The best place to start with breadcrumbs is in the global options. Here there are a range of default options you can set. As you might set the element in more than one place, it makes sense to configure the options here first. Okay, so then comes the breadcrumbs element. This can be added anywhere on your site, but typically to a layout section. Let's have a look at the breadcrumbs on the front end. I'm on the shop page here, and if I enter a category, we can see there is an instance of the breadcrumb element in the page title bar here. If I go further into a product, we can again see an instance of the breadcrumbs element also in a page title bar layout section. So here we could come back to the parent category or even back to the shop or the home page. For an e-commerce store with lots of categories and even subcategories, this is a great navigational aid indeed. If we head to the blog page, again we can see the breadcrumbs element has been placed into a page title bar layout section. If we go into a category, we can see the same page title bar layout section applied, and if we go one layer deeper into a post, it's there again, showing clearly where you are in relation to the home page. To understand how to use Avada layouts, please see the linked documentation and videos, but now let's have a look at the actual element. I'll just edit the alternate page title bar layout section here. And to start, I'll just go to the layout section options and the layout section tab, and I'll just view the dynamic data as a post, and I'll just set a specific post and click preview. Okay, so let's look at the element. One thing to note about breadcrumbs is around plugin conflicts. If you have the Yoast or RankMath SEO plugin activated, you will see a message at the top of the element here like this, that lets you know that the plugin is active and that their breadcrumb function is overriding Avada's output. So only use Avada breadcrumbs if you're not using an SEO plugin or you have turned the feature off in the plugin. The breadcrumbs element has a general tab, a design tab, and an extras tab. The first option on the general tab is prefix. None has been added here, but if I just add "you are here" in this option, you can see how it shows on the page before the breadcrumb path. The next option is homepage anchor text. This controls the text anchor of the homepage link. It's not set here, but is being pulled by the default behavior of the corresponding global option. Alternatively, there is a homepage anchor icon option if you would instead prefer an icon instead of text. If I just search for home and set this, you can see it replaces the home text in the element. The option below this is called separator, and here a specific separator has been added. If we remove this, we can see the default is a /. I'll just put that back. Again, there is an option for a separator icon if you prefer to use a bolder approach with an icon. Then comes 3 display options. The first of these is show post category /terms. As the description says, you turn this on to display the post category /terms in the breadcrumbs path. It's set to default here, which in this case is yes, which is why we can see the category name in the breadcrumbs. The next option is show post type archives. Here it has been set to yes, and so we can see this displays the post type in the breadcrumbs. Show post name is the next option, and this is on default, and again the default is yes. This ensures that the actual post name also shows up in the breadcrumbs, as we can see here. Okay, coming back to the element, the last few options on the general tab are element visibility, which allows you to control what screen sizes the element displays on, and the CSS class and CSS ID fields for further customization with CSS. Okay, let's move to the design tab. The first of the options here is alignment, which has been set to the center here. Font size is the next option, and as this is empty, it's using the global default of 15 pixels. Text color is next, and it's using the default of color 8 and color 4 on hover. Then there is the prefix color, the current page color, and the separator color. If I go back to the global options for these and set color 4 for the current page color and color 5 for the separator, we can see that these carry through to the element and on the page. At the bottom of the Design tab is a margin option for the element as a whole, and here there has been 8 and 24 pixels respectively added to the top and the bottom. Finally, there is an Extras tab where element animation can be applied. See the link documentation for further information on element animation. Okay, that's how to use breadcrumbs in Avada. If you have a content-rich website with a deep structure, be sure to use this so your users don't get lost like Hansel and Gretel. Okay, that's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with all the latest videos. And if you have any questions or need assistance, please create a support ticket and our team will gladly assist you. As always, we want to thank you for choosing Avada.